We are starting the coordinate geometry, in which the first topic is Cartesian system. Beta, what is Cartesian system? In Cartesian system, there are two straight lines. One is in horizontal direction and other is in vertical direction. The vertical line is called y-axis and it is positive in upward direction, and y is negative in downward direction. It is generally represented by y dash in the downward direction. In the same way, the horizontal line is called x-axis and it is represented by x. It is positive in right direction. What y, what the x-axis is negative in the left direction, and it is generally represented as x dash. And beta, you can see that there is a point of intersection of the two axes. In the middle, I am pointing it with green color. This point is called the origin, and this point is generally represented by O. O is the origin. Now beta, in alphabets, we write first of all x and then we write y. Here, x is called the abscissa and y is called ordinate. Now, it means first of all we have to write the x-axis, then we have to write the y-axis. So, in the first quadrant, beta G, there are four quadrants. This is known as the first quadrant, and this is known as the second quadrant, and this is known as the third quadrant, and this is known as the fourth quadrant. If we look at the first quadrant, in first quadrant, x is on the right side, it is positive, and y is upside, it is also positive. So in the first quadrant, the numbers, or we can say the coordinates, are in the form positive positive. For example, 2 comma 2 will lie in the first quadrant. 3 comma 7 lie in the first quadrant because here both abscissa and ordinates are positive, so they will come in the first quadrant. Now beta, we are coming in second quadrant. In second quadrant, x is negative, so first we will write negative sign. Y is positive, we will write positive sign. Here numbers like -2 comma 3, or we can take an example -1 comma 5, any number in this form. In this form means abscissa is negative and ordinate is positive, will come in the second coordinate, second quadrant. Now beta G, come in the third quadrant. In third quadrant, x is negative, so we are writing the negative sign. Y is also negative, we are writing the negative sign. So it means here number like -2 comma -7, or I mean both coordinates should be negative, like -11 comma kuch bhi, you can take anything, -11 comma -5. Such coordinates in which both abscissa and ordinates are negative are kept in third quadrant. And in the fourth quadrant, x is positive and y is negative. X is positive and y is negative. So beta g 2 comma minus 3, or a we can say 6 comma any number like 11 minus 11 will be kept in the fourth quadrant. Now we will learn how to locate the coordinate in this Cartesian system. Beta G, let's see the names of the quadrant. The first quadrant name can be written as X, O, Y. Beta G X, O, Y, because X, O origin, and Y. This is the first quadrant. First quadrant. And the name of the second quadrant should be X, O, Y. But beta, here X is negative. So we write a dash, X dash O, Y. Dash means negative sign. So this is the second quadrant. Second quadrant. And the third, X, O, Y. But here X and Y both are negative. So X dash O, Y dash. It is the third quadrant. It is a name of third quadrant. In the fourth, beta G X O Y. Actually, X is positive, so no dash. But Y is negative, so there should be dash on Y. It is a name of the fourth quadrant. I hope the name is clear. Now, if we write some coordinate like 2 comma minus 3, minus 4 comma 6, minus 7 comma minus 6, and 2 comma minus 5, any other number minus 2 comma 11, and 3 comma 5, 3 comma 0, and 0 comma 5, and 0 comma 0. So we want to see the location of these points. So beta 2 comma minus 3 will be, beta it is positive, negative, and positive negative will come here in the fourth quadrant. Positive negative will come in fourth quadrant. So it will fall in fourth quadrant. I hope the concept is clear. Now the second, minus 5 comma 6, it is negative positive, negative positive. Beta negative positive is the second quadrant. So it should fall in second quadrant. I am writing in short quad, it means quadrant. Here beta both are negative. Negative coordinates are written in third quadrant. So it is in the form of negative negative. It will fall in third quadrant. Beta G, this is positive negative. Positive negative falls in fourth quadrant. Fourth quadrant. And this is negative positive. Beta G negative positive. You can see here it will be written in second quadrant. It is negative positive. So second quadrant. Now it is a twist 3 comma 0. Actually only x coordinate is here 3. So it will come here I'm marking here 3 and no y means y is 0. So beta it is coming on x-axis. On x-axis. 0, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 0, 5 will come here. I have written that. So it is on y-axis. And beta g 0, 0 is the origin. So it is written here at the point of intersection of x and y axis. I hope the concept is clear.